Hello everybody, I just wanted to share this message with you, get it up tonight before I go to bed. Yesterday I was hiking on the mountain and I had one of the most incredible downloads of information that I've ever received, and it led me to asking some further questions from Michael, Archangel Michael, that I'm going to share with you now. I'm going to share the information of that download, but we're going to do it a little bit later this week. I'm actually going to be doing it in conjunction with Scott and Cece from Twin Flames 1111 Unite. And so I'm just going to read this message to you now. I hope that it gives you some encouragement and also some insights, because there's some pretty deep things in it. And I apologize if there's a lot to this, so if you need to listen to it more than once, I would encourage you to do so to kind of let it all sink in. So I'll just go ahead and begin. My dearly beloved one, first I want to start by wishing you a very happy Mother's Day. You are so loved. I also want to thank you for tenaciously holding on to what you believe in your heart, in spite of the challenges you face. You have accomplished far more than you will ever know. You wanted to know more about Phase 2, so I will give you some insights, but in order to do so, I must go back to the beginning and explain what the inherent power of the twin flame union is and where it comes from. As I shared with you before, at the time of your original individuation into twin pairs, energetic barriers were placed at the 5th through 7th dimensions so that you could experience separate identities. Without these barriers, the energetic pull between twins would have resulted in reunion long ago. You have heard many twin flame teachers speak of the incredible power that comes from the reunion of twins, but few explain why this is. Although several factors influenced your choice to divide, your single source energy being into separate divine, masculine, and feminine souls, the primary motivation was to build up potential energy that would be released when reunion occurred. In addition, you know that you also chose to hold off on ultimate union in order to assist Gaia with the most challenging ascension that has ever been attempted in the history of the universe. Your father, the physics teacher, taught you about potential energy at the dinner table by drawing illustrations and diagrams on a napkin so that you know what a body inherently contains potential energy based on its position relative to another body, stresses within itself, electric charge, or other factors. Examples include the gravitational pull between two bodies based on their mass and relative position to each other, elastic potential energy within a coiled spring or a rubber band, and electric potential energy contained between the electric charge of atoms or particles. In every case, potential energy creates a potential field of energy based on their position in relation to each other. Another common topic twin flame teachers speak of is grid points. Simply put, grid points are vectors that create an energy field between each twin and which is anchored into certain point areas on Gaia. The individuation of the single soul into twin counterparts created an enormous amount of potential energy from the moment of separation. Also, because aspects of your soul from dimensions 3 through 7 existed on both sides of the time-space continuum, an additional force field was created that continually increased the level of potential energy due to the differential between the 3 to 5D and the 6 to 7D. Because most twin pairs individuated many millenniums ago, the potential energy that they now possessed is unquantifiable. So what does this mean for twins? Although one purpose of individuation was to double the potential accumulation of experience, knowledge, and soul growth as separate beings, the primary reason was to accumulate potential energy to assist in the ascension of Gaia. In other words, you carefully planned to do this from the beginning of your individuation. As you struggle to clear heavy energies and make new templates and operating systems for the inhabitants of Earth, know that millions of years ago you chose to become a particular type of source being with a task that no other beings, not even angels or archangels or divine source itself, are able to do. When you met your twin in the physical, you discovered the truth of your essence, that you have a twin, and that you meant to unite. But as separation began to occur, an overwhelming sense of despair engulfed you. But there was a wisdom in this, as it brought up the very energies you agreed to clear and patterns you agreed to retemplate. Of course, you did not understand this, and because you inhabit a physical body, limited in its ability to connect with higher realms, You initially placed all your focus on physical union. Your search for answers led to awakening, connected you to guides and angels, and although months turned into years for many of you, you have finally completed the primary purpose of Phase 1, and Phase 2 has begun. Congratulations! Many of you will experience physical signs that confirm the Phase 2 shift, such as feeling unusually energetic one day, but completely drained the next. Other symptoms include the shedding of hair, unusual skin problems, or even the disappearance of symptoms or illnesses that have bothered you for years. As your bodies adjust, some of you will experience spontaneous healing. In your case, a disappearance of lifelong severe dysmenorrhea and a significant decrease in allergies. While these symptoms of Phase 2, the theme of Phase 2 would be, while these are the symptoms of Phase 2, the theme of Phase 2 would be mission before final approach. I will explain. Many of you thought that the twin flame mission won't begin until you are physically reunited with your twin in the 3 and 4D, but this is not true. First, the twin flame mission actually began when you individuated, and it has many stages, most of which have occurred during a state of physical separation. The higher dimensional reunion of Phase 2 has begun, and you are in a greater state of union than ever before. Not only does this union give you access to your twin potential energy, but you will find that it is spilling over and must go somewhere. This is one reason why it was a deliberate part of the pre-life plan for most twins to begin the twin flame mission before physical union. Why? Because you knew that throwing yourself into a work you felt passionate about and that would allow you to spread your love and light would enable you to release the final lingering energy blocks and open the way for return to your twin. We are overjoyed to see that many awakened twins have begun to share their knowledge, gifts, and support to each other at this time. In this, you are being guided by your higher selves, and as you do this, the power and vibration of the twin collective will continue to rise. Some hold back, unsure of what to do or how to go about it, but you will soon be compelled to act because the upper dimension merge and subsequent energy release must go somewhere. The good news is that this is what you came to do. You now have ready access to the true creative energy of the universe, but which people on earth have forgotten about. Pay attention because doors will open and you will manifest the things needed for your mission. You will be inspired to take action in ways that will surprise and thrill you. The deep desire to reach for a higher life purpose is the primary focus of Phase 2. As your mission unfolds, your focus will shift and soon energies will align and gently prompt you to call the circling twins in for the final approach before landing. I, along with all the other angelic beings and spirit guides who watch over you, would like to close this message by assuring you that the great work you have achieved. Because there will also be some people who listen to this message who are not twin flames, I want to add that all light workers who volunteered to come here to offer their service and love during the time of Earth's ascension are valued beyond anything that you can imagine. We are here to support and love and guide you whenever you ask. With love and light, Archangel Michael. And I just want to close by saying that I will be posting probably a video either tomorrow, probably tomorrow, that will talk a little bit more about this idea of mission and a few other things that have come into me. And then also that later this week I'm thinking, I'm hoping either Wednesday or Thursday we'll have like an interview that I'll be doing with Cece and Scott that should be ready to post, that will talk even more, go into greater detail about the major download that I got from the universe, from my higher self, on my hike, and I was really blown away. I just came back to my house and just messaged Scott. I said, you will not believe the things that have come through to me regarding what's next, and it's huge. It is so big, so I'm so excited, and it's something that will really, really help all of you, inspire you to, really push forward in the what is next, which for right now, the focus needs to really shift away from, our focus of just that longing and longing and longing for our twin to come into union, and like really trusting that that is going to happen, and that we'll be guided when we need to be guided to make actions and to take action. As you know, I've always been an advocate, I still am, of us following our guided intuition when there's some action we should take. But the focus needs to be on our, on ourselves, our personal growth, and we will be elevated into a position of unbelievable peace and love, joy, like all of the fruits of the spirit, as we really put our attention into our mission and know that you have the energy of your twin joining with yours as you go to do this, and we're going to see some amazing things happen. If you don't know yet what your mission is going to be or what it should be, because trust me, it's not going to be the same for everyone. We see a lot of on YouTube. We see a lot of people who are twins, and their mission seems to be helping other twins. But that's just a tiny percentage of what the kinds of missions that we will be doing. We will be infusing this earth and this planet with this energy. That's what we came to do. That is how we transmute this potential energy that we have. We will do that through our actions, and that begins now. And you are doing it now with your twin more than ever before, even if you're not in physical union yet. And there will be nothing that'll be more effective toward, bringing you closer to that day of all of the pieces falling into place that allow, physical union to happen, when you can really release that to just allow it to happen when it's supposed to. So, energetically when it's supposed to. So, love and light to all of you again. Thanks for subscribing and watching, listening to my channel. Goodbye.